the 3 that I built last night. This is the custom F4u Corsair dial. This is a laser etched aluminum dial that my buddy did for me. Did a custom one-off on it. Painted it in black, then we brush sand it so that the black stays down in everything that's been etched out, which is all the accents going around and the plane itself. And then we backside lume it. Oh, it just now died. Just now died. That's nuts. Just running for a whole day, so there it goes. See, as soon as it's dead and you put a tiny bit of, it should start going. That's how you know when there's nothing, when there's no pressure put onto that mainspring. As soon as it gets a little bit and it starts going, you know everything is good. So we'll give it some winds. We're skipping a step. As you saw, I backed the crown off the threads until I heard it clicking. At that point, I can wind. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, you'll keep time throughout the day. That mixed with your movement on the rotor, going back and forth. But if you do it for something closer to like 20, 25 seconds, you're going to max out that 31+ hour power reserve. You cannot overwind these, so you can wind them all day. And I wind them a lot so that I can make sure that they're good the next day. So actually, I built this 2 nights ago. I built the Poseidon last night. That's what it was. I was like, wait, why did that die? That should have gone for... It did. So there's a good chance that it died last night at this time, not today, because that would be quite a few hours in there. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 1:02 p.m.
1:02 p.m. You'll notice when I pull it out to the one and only click, I can set the time. You'll notice that there's a wobble crown. It will deflect lateral pressure from going into the stem, into the movement. So it's when you're pushing and prying on it, it won't put any adverse pressure on the movement. You just push it right back over when you're done, and ooh, did not push it all the way over. Push it in. Man, what am I doing? I'll stop watching the screen. Yeah, you got to push it over. Make sure you get it out of that wind setting. So, because if it stays in that wind setting, as soon as you start twisting it on, it thinks you're still setting the time. So you have to get it knocked over, out of that wind setting, out of that time setting, back to what would arguably be the time setting, but you cannot go from winding or setting the time back to winding. You got to re-engage the crown all the way down and then back it back out. And then you can wind it again. Then you can pull it out and set the time. But if you push it in, you're not winding. See this? And this is at the point when I would, if you notice, this is when I could screw it down in and not have any pressure put on those hands, right? Winding, setting the time, pushing back over. See, nothing's happening. Then you can screw it back down. So that's all I was trying to do there. But looking through this glass too. Looking through the screen here. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 1:04 p.m.
1:04 p.m. So there it is. Almost kind of lined up on top of each other. All right, so jumped ahead a little bit since it was dead. I wanted to make sure I was getting it going around while we're doing the video. But so an aluminum dial, we hand painted, sanded, backside lumed, and how that looks is like so. Did a black handset on it, and then a long lume silver seconds hand. The case, the crown, and the buckle are all bead blasted. So this is bead blasted silver. Kind of gives it a cool look to it. You can kind of see some, like, I don't know, colorations in it. Kind of looks cool. Did one of the military stars of the circle there in the on the crown. Did a small coin bezel on it with a gunmetal Scandi insert. This has the minutes and the hours all the way around it, so it's a nice little continuation from the dial out. Kind of one of my favorite things to do with these dials. Low profile exhibition case back, one of my original rotors with the signature on it, and then stainless steel movement holder in there. And then this is on a leather and suede strap. This is extremely soft and extremely comfortable. You will like this a lot. Now it is on there nice and tight with these 110 cases. They are very, you can see the gap there. And the hole for it's all the way up here, which makes these tough to put a strap on. So these will move. If you ever feel it's getting tight, just pull it a little bit. But it is a snug fit, but it is super soft, super nice. You will like this. So that is the build, and I've already gone over how you wind it, how you set it, and all that jazz. The bezel on these will turn left, they'll turn right. They do not click. They're just held on with a tension ring. And yours is on decently tight, so you can move it back and forth, but it would be hard to just bump it by itself because it is on there pretty tight. And then, as with every build, you get matching beads. Whether you wear them is completely up to you. Your build-in warranty cards are down inside. Right here, your laser etched personalized cards, and then you've got a custom F4u Corsair box. As with every build, you will get watch clearance is good on all glass and metal parts. Non-toxic, non-streaking, non-residue, so everything there in the center. Some leather conditioner. This will keep this perfectly soft. I don't even know if you'll ever need to use this, honestly. But if you ever need to, there it is. Apply it, let it soak in, remove any excess. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's kind of like a poly watch, but basically this is an acrylic glass. You can scratch it if you do. Put a tiny bit on it, buff against it using your included microfiber. And in about 20 seconds, it'll be completely gone. So just generate some heat with your thumb, swirl it around there. Just be going across the scratch. Don't go with the scratch. You don't want to rub it out of there. You just want to be applying it in there. And it hardens pretty quick. But that is the build. I'm very proud of this build. I thought it came out pretty awesome. I liked using the strap. That was the first one I've ever done a gunmetal on. That's the first one I've ever done a suede on. It's a custom one-off dial. And that's why I thought, let's go with this older rotor on there that is an original as well. So I thought that looked really cool. But there you go, man. I appreciate it a ton. This is also going out to the guy with the Poseidon. It's going out to his dad. It's going out to his dad. So thank you so much once again, Keith and Heath. So if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.